CUNY is the lifeline and the jewel of New York City. Anybody who's part of it, you are part of the jewel of New York City. Anthony is a longtime resident of Chinatown and a program coordinator at CUNY. He has organized cultural programming dedicated many years to expanding Asian culture and language here in our beloved city. He brought the Asian language corner to life with workshops in Cantonese, Mandarin, Japanese that will make Suki Ports happy. And he started the Sunset Twilight Cinema series for the study of Asian films, particularly retrospectives. And his efforts for community involvement are exemplary. I always say that joining your community board is the way to get involved in making your neighborhood better. Anthony has done more than join. He's the treasurer of CB2. I also want to thank him for co-chairing the Chinatown Working Group. Nothing is more challenging. And also for being a board member of the Chinese American Voters Federation. And I want to thank you for that because those folks, your colleagues, at every single street festival, making sure that people register to vote. So thank you, Anthony, all that you do, not just for the Asian American community, but for all New York. And so with that, in recognition of your activism and achievements, congratulations.
Thank you to Borough President Bloor for this honor during Asian American Heritage Month. Now when my mother asked me why I was home late again, I actually have something to point out to answer the question. Standing among you, I must admit I'm a little still perplexed as to why my name is listed together among these truly groundbreaking Asian Americans. The first and only Asian American woman firefighter in New York City. One of the first co-chairs of the Chinatown Working Group over here, promise you. And the first Asian American woman to have a play produced on Broadway. Though I might not be the first Asian anything except finish eating, I'm happy to be the next Asian American after others who have paved the way for me to have opportunity to participate and lend a hand in shaping the community through my work and free time. Thanks to Professor Betty Lee Sung, sitting over here in the front, who taught the first Asian American courses at CUNY. Thomas Tan, the first Asian member of the CUNY Board of Trustees, both of them for establishing the Asian American and Asian Research Institute and providing this then undergraduate student at Hunter College a part-time position that later became a full-time job to educate the public on policies and issues that affect Asian Americans and the Asian community through our programs such as the Friday Evening Lecture Series, which many of you have attended in the past, and also our CUNY Forum publication. Thank you to past area Executive Director Nerucho Kupali and current Executive Director Joyce Moy for their leadership in advancing Asian American and Asian Studies at CUNY. Thank you to Wellington Chen, Chinatown Partnership, the first Asian community board member in Queens. Russell Leon, editor of CUNY Forum, for their guidance and friendship. On Community Board 2, thank you to Councilmember Margaret Chin, the first Asian representative for Council District 1, for appointing me as a board member 8 years ago. And to past board chairs, Brad Boyleman, Dale Gruber, Toby Bergman, and the current chair, Terry Koo, for including me on the executive committee as a board treasurer. Almost done. And finally, on the Chinatown Working Group, thank you to past co-chairs James Solomon, Thomas Yu, Gigi Lee, May Lee, and Wilson Su. Serving as co-chair together with May and Wilson, we were able to create a community-based plan to protect and properly develop Chinatown and the surrounding areas. And we hope that one day the Department of City Planning, which is I think next month, will actually get around to implementing some of those recommendations before the neighborhood totally changes. And finally, but there are also those who are no longer here with us that deserve to be recognized as well, including Ricky Lera, a former member of Community Board 3 and the Chinatown Working Group. Ricky passed away from cancer earlier this year, and there is an online fundraiser for his wife Samantha and son Jason through GoFundMe. If you're able to donate, please do so, because individuals such as Ricky's son will be among those Asian Americans next after me and his father to contribute to our community, and we want to make sure Jason is able to do so. Thank you, everyone. Thank you to my mother. I think I'm going to be coming home late again.